I packed my bags and gave myself permission to take a long break. I needed to breathe, to rest, to reset. I figured if I stopped posting, I'd finally see what Leslie would come up with on her own. The weight of the past few days hung heavily on me as I boarded the plane, my mind a chaotic mix of anger, betrayal, and exhaustion. I'd chosen a remote island destination, somewhere with no cell service and minimal internet access, anything to escape the relentless noise of social media. As the plane ascended, I vowed to focus on healing, even if just for a little while. My first few days on the island were a blur of salt water and solitude. I wandered along empty beaches at dawn, letting the sound of waves drown out the memories of hate comments and Gavin's mocking laughter. By night, I stayed in a rustic cabin, journaling furiously, every theory, every suspicion, every detail of my past life I could recall. One thought kept circling: how did Leslie always post first? On the fourth day, I stumbled upon a local cave tucked into a grove of palm trees. The owner, an older woman named Lila, noticed my lingering stare at a shelf of vintage cameras. "You're a creator," she said, handing me a mango smoothie. It wasn't a question. I nearly choked on the sip, surprised by how easily she'd seen through me. Over the next week, Lila and I became unlikely confidants. I didn't tell her everything, but I admitted enough: the plagiarism accusations, the stolen ideas, the feeling of being trapped in a loop. She listened quietly, then spoke. "Ever heard of temporal plagiarism?" she asked, wiping down the counter. "Not the kind you steal from a person. The kind you steal from time." I laughed, thinking she was joking, but her expression didn't waver. "Some believe ideas can leak across timelines," she continued, "like ripples in water. Maybe your coincidences aren't coincidences at all." That night, I couldn't sleep. Lila's words nagged at me. Temporal plagiarism. Was it possible that Leslie was somehow accessing my ideas from the future? But I was the one who'd been reborn. Unless my rebirth had disrupted some kind of timeline, allowing her to see my thoughts before I acted on them. The next morning, I packed my things and cut my trip short. I needed answers, and hiding on an island wouldn't give them to me. Back home, I avoided social media but began researching frantically: quantum physics, parallel universes, even conspiracy theories about idea theft in creative fields. Most were nonsense, but one academic paper caught my eye: Transtemporal Cognition, Theories of Nonlinear Idea Propagation. The author, Dr. Elias Voss, proposed that under certain conditions, thoughts could bleed between parallel timelines, especially in high-stakes emotional situations. My heart raced as I read: extreme stress or trauma may act as a catalyst, creating a neural bridge between timelines. In such cases, two individuals in different time streams might conceive identical ideas simultaneously, or, in rare instances, one might perceive the other's thoughts ahead of their physical creation. It sounded insane, but it fit. In my past life, I'd been so consumed by anxiety while crafting that first video, the one Leslie copied, that maybe my stress had opened some kind of channel. And when I'd died and been reborn, the disruption had made it worse. Leslie wasn't stealing from me. She was using my ideas from a timeline where I'd already created them. But why her? And how could I stop it? I emailed Dr. Voss, not expecting a reply. To my shock, he wrote back within hours. "Your case is intriguing," he said. "Meet me at my lab tomorrow." His lab was a cluttered attic above a bookstore in the city.